If you know the word but it just won't come out, then this strategy is for you.
Speech secrets.
Today we're working on circumlocution, getting out the message but without the exact word. I'm Kasondra, I'm a speech therapist, and today I'm joined by Bree from Aphasia with Bree.
Hello!
Let's try this strategy and practice together. See if you can guess the word that Bree describes before she reveals it.
Like Kasondra said, I'm going to describe a word without saying it, and I want you to tell me what I'm thinking of. All right, here's the first one. This is something that you use when you eat, and it's often a square. It can be made out of paper or cloth, and you use it to wipe your face if it gets a little bit dirty while you're eating. So to be polite, you would put it in your lap at the table, and then as you're eating, if you get something on your face or maybe on your hands, you would use this to wipe that up. Can you think of that word? Napkin. Nice. This next one is a thing that you might put into a cupcake or a birthday cake, and then you would light it while people sang, and at the end you would blow it out. You might also use this to see in the dark if the electricity went out. It is made out of wax and has a wick. It starts like k. It's a candle. Nice. This next one is something that you lay down in, often outside, and it's made of rope or canvas, and you tie up the two ends to tree trunks, and then it kind of creates this little dip that you can lay down in. And again, you could take a nap, you could relax. It starts like hammock. That was a tricky one. What did you think? This next one is a little display that's on the wall inside of your house, and it might have buttons to turn on the air conditioning or turn on the heat. You could move the temperature up or down, and sometimes it's automatic and sometimes you kind of have to fiddle with it. It's the little display that tells you the temperature inside of your house, and it starts like kind of a tricky one. Thermostat. Let's take a short break and then we'll do a few more like this. For now, Kasondra is going to tell us why this strategy is so important when you have word finding trouble.
Even though circumlocution is a strategy, practicing describing words helps strengthen the connections between words in our brain. That's called our semantic network. Activating neighboring words and concepts can actually make the target word easier to retrieve later. There's a whole speech therapy approach dedicated to this called Semantic Feature Analysis.
Okay, these next words are a little bit tricky. Are you ready for more? Let's see what we can do. This next object you might find in the bathroom. What I use it for is to pluck my eyebrows. If there is hair that you do not want on your face, you might use this object to kind of pull it out. Another thing you could use this object for is if you got a splinter in your finger, if you were touching wood and got a splinter, you would use this object to very delicately pull that out. Starts like tweezers. Good. The next object is something that you often find in the bathroom or maybe the kitchen. And this is an object for when your pipes get stopped up. So let's say that your toilet is not flushing. You need to use this object to unplug the toilet. It's got a long handle, sometimes made of wood or rubber, and then like a rounded rubber part to suction. And this thing starts like plunger. Yep, you might need the plunger. Our next object is something that you use out in the garden, and it is big and has two handles and one wheel, and you put really heavy stuff in it to transport it around. So something like mulch, something really heavy that you're trying to transport. You don't want to carry it, so you put it into this object. It's got one wheel, which is actually the start of the word, It's a wheelbarrow. Nice job. This will be our last one for today. You got it. It is an object that originates from Australia, and I think of it as being made from wood, but I'm sure there's more modern ones that maybe aren't. It is a curved tool. I think originally it was used for like digging or cutting, for ceremonies, but now what we think of is that you throw this thing and it twirls around and then it comes right back to you. It starts like b. Boomerang. All right, you say that. Boomerang. Really good work. Okay, y'all, that's it for today. How did you do? Comment below and let us know. Hey, Cassandra, if people liked this practice today, how could they do this at home?
Headbanz and Taboo are two games that I use regularly to practice this strategy and to build word connections. Headbanz is more a beginner level and Taboo is definitely advanced, but they're both a lot of fun. I've put the links for both games in the video description. Also, if you haven't checked out Bree's channel yet, she makes great follow-along content for people with aphasia who want more communication practice at home.
Thank you guys so much for playing with me today, and I hope to practice with you again soon.
I'm a big fan. Thanks for watching, and be kind to yourself.